Hey guys, it's Brian here, and it is Slashback Saturday again. And the theme that Joe the Horror Man has set for this week is titled 90s Slashers, and the film I chose to review this week is 1991's Body Parts. Now, this is a film I haven't seen since the 1990s. I actually saw this in the theater when it first came out, but I haven't seen it since, so I was kind of interested in checking this one out. Like, this one was kind of like a lost film to me until Scream Factory finally released this on Blu ray earlier on this year. So I was really excited to see this, and I decided I'd give this one a shot for the 1990s slasher movie review. All right, now this one stars Jeff Fahey, and in this film he plays a prison psychiatrist. And what ends up happening is he ends up getting in a really bad car accident, which is actually plays like something out of like a Final Destination film. So it kind of predates that a little bit. But essentially, he gets thrown from his car during the accident, and he loses his entire arm. And the surgeon comes to his wife and says, "Look, he's lost his arm, but I can give him a new arm." So she does like an arm transplant. So everything is going okay at first until Jeff Fahey's character, who's been plagued by these violent dreams, starts to turn violent towards his family. And he becomes really concerned about this. So he starts doing some research on where the arm came from. And it turns out the arm came from a serial killer. And he does further research and realizes that other people have also received body parts from this serial killer, and it leads into an investigation and stuff like that, and the doctor and what she's doing. Um, Now this film is kind of like a throwback to like films like Hands of a Stranger, which was released back in the '60s, which is kind of odd for a film like this because in the early '90s people weren't doing transplant horror movies like that, so it's kind of unique in that sense for the time period. Now this film isn't as bloody as it should be, unfortunately. Like the film is played straight for the most part, but towards the end of the film, it gets kind of silly. And I wish I could get more into it, but I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen this one, because I know this film, I don't think had a DVD release. I know it was available on VHS back in the day, but not DVD. So I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it. I still think this one's worth a watch. Now Brad Dourif is also in this film. I actually forgot he was in this, but he plays a painter who also receives the other arm from the serial killer, and he's delighted because his paintings have become really great since getting the new arm. Of course, he's inspired to make more violent paintings as opposed to what he used to do. Um, I do wish the film had focused more on these people and what they were going through. I wish the film was also gory as well. I get the impression that they cut some stuff back. This was a studio picture, so at the time, films were being cut back in the '90s for gore and stuff like that. I do recommend this one though. I wish I can get more into it, but I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. So be sure to check out our Best's Review of the Week. For this week, I meant to say. Especially Joe and Jay and Brad, Jennifer Tolshi, everybody. Um, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay safe.